On to all of my Leos. So you have the Tower, Ten of Swords, Five of Cups, the Judgment, the Nine of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, the Justice, Chariot, the Three of Swords, and the Two of Swords. That's scary. In fact, and I'm learning these cards so quickly. Second time out really using it as far as a batch is concerned. Okay, so for you Leos, you have the Tower, the Ten of Swords, the Seven of Cups. What I'm seeing here for a lot of you Leos, right, is okay. So one of the things that you Leos got to understand is that people do like you, okay? As I said before, Leo, you know, a lot of you Leos are getting over the dysfunction that you once experienced, that you once allowed yourself to experience. And what I mean by that is that what I mean by that is that a lot of you Leos understand that people who play stupid, want to waste your time, want to be an idiot. It's part of the dating process. You got a lot of dumb individuals out here. So in essence, right, because the truth of it is, let's face it, the truth of it is, because I'm tired of the nonsense. The games that people play is all stupid. You know you want somebody, but you just don't want to actually date. You know, you so caught up with what the person might do that hasn't even necessarily done it yet, to the point where you setting traps and doing this and doing that and doing the other, and you know, playing here and here, to the point where they play so much, to the point where this is why it is that they can't get anybody, because the climate is too much. Who wants to go hang out with somebody who, when you interact with them, they're always on the offensive? They're trying to get you. See, again, they're trying to get you to Sun Tzu. They're trying to get you to think that they're on the defensive, right? It's self-defense. But in actuality, they're really on the offensive. They're trying to hurt you. You understand what I'm saying? They're trying to do certain things. That's their intentions. They want to do things to hurt you, to incapacitate you from going to another relationship, while they're super scared to actually be in a relationship with you. And a lot of you Leos are understanding how stupid that is, because, you know, the Ten of Swords, the Five of Cups, you're starting to realize that there's no point in engaging with people who act like this, with people who are inconsiderate, disrespectful, right? And people that you are disappointed in. You know, you interact with them, and when you interact with them, it's like, you shouldn't have interacted with them, because they're not civilized. Because being civilized is way more than civility. Being civilized is a state of having what? Character, dignity. You see, you know, so civility honestly comes from dignity, comes from self-respect. So it comes from the understanding that you are more noble than what, you understand what I'm saying? And it's ironic, we're talking about nobility with Leo, but when a person lacks that level of nobility, they're going to act like that. They're going to act like they're a savage. They're going to act like they're stupid, because that's what savages do. They're stupid. They jump around. They have no self-control. They're super caught up in the ego. They're caught up with the delusion of fast results without any kind of serious, deep results, any of that type of stuff. And a lot of times, Leo, and this is very important, a lot of times when a lot of you Leos were dating, you realize that a lot of people were caught up with that Five of Cups. Now they're caught up. Now they're starting to see the profoundness of their actions. Like, look, they treated you like trash from the past. So now they got to deal with that. Like, how they feel terrible now because of the way that they treated you Leos from the past, that to know that they were disrespectful And they, you know what I'm saying? Like, there was no real just cause for that. There was no real justification for that. The judgment in the Nine of Cups represents, so as a result, now a lot of them, I should say, they have to put up with that. And the judgment that's in their life is they know that they knew, I should say, because you're not there, but they knew that you Leos were the real deal. They knew that a lot of you Leos, legitimately wanted to be in a relationship with them, and you gave them a try. Maybe you Leos didn't necessarily have all this level of knowledge and understanding and wisdom the way that you did, but you loved them with everything that you had. You tried to, you really wanted to, and it didn't work because they were too stupid to get out of their old way, because their ego had them paranoid. He's gonna go ahead and do this. Such is gonna go ahead and do this. Such is gonna go ahead and do this. The Leo's gonna do this. The Leo's gonna do that. The Leo's gonna do this. The Leo's gonna do that. They're playing you. They're not really rocking with you like this. And they allowed themselves to get caught up with that, right? The Nine of Cups. And they allowed themselves to see the illusion, because the Nine of Cups doesn't always represent illusion, but they saw whatever it is that they wanted to see instead of what it actually was. And what it was is, again, you tried to love them with everything that you have. And the Seven of Pentacles now represents this being a situation for you where now a lot of you Leos, some of you Leos may be in relationships. Some of you Leos may be getting to know people. Some of you Leos, even when you Leos are single, right? You're not sweating being single. You're not having a difficult time being single, okay? Because you can change that circumstance. If you walk up to somebody, you start talking to them, some of you Leos may like being single. In other words, some of you Leos may have somebody, and it may be serious. Take a look at the card. So whatever your situation is as a Leo, I'm just seeing how a lot of you Leos are not studying. You're not worrying about those individuals, from the past that essentially now are wasting their time trying to figure out what it is that you Leos are doing. The Justice and the Chariot now represents, because they deserved it. When they did that to you, that's what it is that they got. That was the result. And this is why it is I say that a lot of people can be stupid, because how many times do we have to go down this road before people understand that if you ruin your own personal currency, and what I mean when I say ruin your personal currency is if you treat people like trash, how many times do we have to go down this road before people understand if you treat people like trash, expect people to not want to rock with you. And when they leave you by yourself, and enough people do it, because let me address that. Those people can be so paranoid of people working together, even if it's not even real, that what it is that they'll be convinced, oh, the society is trying to tear me down. No, society is not trying to tear you down. I'll tell you what society is doing. It's just people over the amount of time, collectively, one by one, who is choosing to not rock with you because they see you, and every time they interact with you, you're fighting against them to not have common sense, to not be civilized, to not be decent. So guess what? People one by one are choosing to get up and leave you alone because their personal currency is too valuable for them to mess with those types of people who are dysfunctional. And see, this is Leo, to you Leos, this is what perpetuates the paranoia in them, because they think that it's a big cohort or a group of people that is making these decisions for them or whatnot. It's stupid stuff. Stupid stuff. Instead of seeing it for what it is. People will like you more, and people want to conduct business with you more, hang around you more, if your personal currency was better, if you actually got along with people, if people liked you more, if you stood up and showed something that was exemplar or an example of decency that people would gravitate towards. You actually bring value into people's lives. You offer them even more value than what they already have. You add to it. But delusional people, they're so busy thinking about, they're so busy with the paranoia and so busy thinking about what other people are doing, they're not even realizing this. So what does this mean for you Leos? Let me go ahead and sum it up. So far, what I'm saying about you Leos is that I'm just analyzing and breaking down what goes on with a lot of you Leos, why it is that it seems like you Leos can't necessarily get somebody. See, now we're getting even deeper into one of the layers. Because remember, I told y'all, I said that this type of stuff, this phenomena, it comes in layers. Now we're getting into another one of the layers. Decent people have a hard time dating because the decency is there. So people who are untrusting and people who are delusional and people who are ultimately corrupted are not going to be able to hang around decent people. By definition, it's not going to work. This is what debunks the whole, you are what it is that you attract. Because I'll have people who come to me and try to insinuate, and I'm going to block those people if they try that nonsense. Come to me and insinuate, oh, well, you attracting this, you attracting that, you attracting this. No, wait, hold on, let's get it straight. I'm not attracting anything. They're coming to me dressed up, masked up, all right? And I'm paying attention to their behaviors. They take off their mask. I don't like what it is that I see, and I'm sending them away from me. It's what it is that I'm doing. As far as attracting them, nobody's attracting them. So stop it with these narratives. And it's the same thing for you Leos. In essence, what goes on for you Leos is a lot of you Leos got to understand that that's another layer of it. Decent people, there's two reasons why it is that you'll find yourself perpetually single in a climate like this. Either there's something about your character that you need to fix, or you're so good to the point where indecent, corrupted people, they come to you a lot because those people are looking for a light. They're looking for the darkness. They're looking for the light. Subsequently, you are the same, right? The sun, which is what rules over Leo, has sunspots on it, which makes it dark, makes the sun, certain parts of the sun, dark and irradiate dark light. So in essence, those people, they're looking for the light and the darkness, but at the same time, they're unable to actually hang around it because they know what it means, that it requires them to do something that at this moment in time, they're incapable of doing. So the Three of Swords and the Two of Swords now represent, so as a result of this is more so about how it is that a lot of you Leos need to understand that what you got to do is you Leos got to understand a couple of things. Number one, you Leos have to understand that when you're dating out here, Three of Swords, you got to stop it with you got to stop it with the hurt or the pain that you feel. Because when we dive even deeper into another level, this is a part of dating out here. Because again, you were meant to be, if you Leos are really standing strong, standing in your own decency, standing in your own light, you're going to be disappointed with people out here. Most people are a disappointment. And it sounds harsh to say that, but how many people do you know who are really dignified on screen and off screen? They're not hypocrites. They're not sick individuals. They're not you know what I'm saying? They're good, decent people. Some of you Leos are some, but I'm talking about in the bigger scope of the world. I would say about, let's not even say most, I would say about half of the world is caught up in just do whatever you want with no restraint. And that no restraint, especially when it comes to dating, getting to know people, being in love, the honest way, it's a lot of people, for a lot of people, being in love the honest way is a dub. And people don't really see the value in it. But they don't realize that that's the very same thing that keeps their value going, that saves their soul. They save their own soul because it keeps their value up, keeps their value very high. The dignity, the character is what keeps who you are and your value high. But if you dive into anything, that's what lowers your value, because it puts it to where you're so whimsical that people getting different price tags. Let's clarify some cards. Let's clarify the Two of Swords. You have the Empress, the Hanged Man, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. So what I'm seeing here for this is that to clarify the Two of Swords, you have the Empress, the Hanged Man, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands, excuse me. This is about how a lot of you Leos, again, don't try to create relationships with people who want to be stupid, who want to create problems with you. Don't try to be in relationships with those people. You know, if people want to be stupid, allow them to be as stupid as they want. Let them be a doo-doo head. You know what I mean? Let them be a doo-doo head, Leo. Let people be as, they have a right to be as stupid as they want to be. Let them do that. You know why? That's easier for you Leos to see who's real and who's not, and continue to speak to people because they're eliminating themselves off of the list. They're showing you up. You could have talked to you. Nah, I can't talk to you now. What, that stuff that you just pulled? Nah, I'm good. I'm good off that. Thank you though. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to make my YouTube channel grow to 10,000 subscribers by the end of June. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos.